Hey y'all, Mike with Young Guns and Safety and Gunwriter TV, recapping range day and day number one here at SHOT Show, Las Vegas, Nevada, 2016. Started out as a pretty eventful trip. My cameras didn't make it until about 3 o'clock in the morning your time, so that was not a fun day. But we got them and all was saved. So the first time the first day we went out to the range and got to shoot a bunch of stuff, which was cool. I was limited on what I could do and what I couldn't do with my back issue, but I still had a great time out at range day. It was really cool, and I got to meet some nice folks. The first stop we actually stopped at range day was the IWI booth. The IWI booth had Tavors there and the Galil. I really wanted to try to shoot a left-handed Galil because I never get to shoot left-handed rifles before. So it was nice to be able to have one and be able to do that. Um, I shot the Tavor lefty. I'm not a real fan of that bullpup. I like my P90 a little better. The trigger's a little linky, but it was all in all, it was a nice rifle, and it was nice to have not to have a shell go across my face or get any gas in my face. So that was kind of nice. The next stop on range day, we went by Smith & Wesson and checked out their brand new 22 Victory. It's a lot like a 22A, and you'll see in the video it looks a lot like the 22A, but it's just that much nicer than the 22A. That's their new version. They stopped making the 22A, I believe. So I got to shoot that, and then I picked up the Shield 9mm Performance, the one with the ported barrel and the slide all cut out. And the trigger is phenomenal on that thing. They put a couple of performance parts in there, and all you people that buy your shields and you go right to the Apex trigger, I think this one has something to deal with. The reset was really short, and the break was crisp, not like the normal shield trigger, which I didn't think was a bad thing in the first place. There's a lot of people out there that like to trade their triggers out right away, but I really think you should try to get used to it, the stock one, and then go farther. But that was a nice gun. And then Top Shot, uh, Dustin Ilium. He was at Smith & Wesson at the same time we were. We met him a couple years back when he just had a baby, and I'm sure he meets a ton of people. But we got to talk to him about his ministry camps, and he's still shooting. He's not doing 3-gun anymore. He likes to spend time with his family. But it was great to see Dustin again. Um, After that, Smith & Wesson, we went by Beretta just to give it to him a little bit. We actually gave it to him a little bit today, too, at the SHOT Show. But at range day, I asked them about the ARX 100, and they marketed that as a firearm rifle that can do quick barrel changes. And that 5.56 barrel comes out really fast. But you know what? It's been about a year and a half, and they still don't have another barrel to go in it. So I kind of gave it to them a little bit about 300 blackout because people want to have it, and they don't have it for whatever reason. They said, "Oh, we're hoping February we'll get started up on it again, and we don't have a tentative date." And I gave it to him. I said, "Hey man, don't turn it into Bushmaster ACR. We all know how that worked. It was built as a gun that we could change out barrels real easy with, and now nothing." So the guy kind of looked at me funny, and he assured me that they wouldn't. And then we kind of went in the shot today and talked to another lady, and she basically stroked Dave and I off in a polite terms. She didn't really know, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, we're working on that," and then she was like, "Oh, I don't really know when it's coming out," and then we finally got out of her, "Well, we've actually put it on hold because of all of our moving and this, that, and other thing." So they kind of Bushmaster ACR'd us on that, but I'm not going to quit. I'm gonna keep giving them the business every time I see them about that. Uh, Very cool range day thing. We stopped by the Yeti booth, and the guy was very very cool. He gave me this Yeti Rambler 20 ounce low ball that I'm probably going to end up using, and I put a little Jack and Coke in it, and it's going to stay cold forever. That's pretty cool, man. A little gift there for being in the members of the media. Lee, you're not getting this one. I'm hanging on to this, buddy. I appreciate you getting me the passes, but I'm hanging on. I'm hanging. If I can get another one, I'll give it to you. But this one's mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. He was cool. They're coming out with this new big badass thing. It's like 64 ounces, and they have a 64, a 36, and an 18 ounce, and big mouth on top. Did you know these things hold carbonation? I didn't know they hold carbonation as well for days. Has a big top that screws on though, and I guess that's where the carbonation stays in. So it'll stay cold and carbonated. So you can put whatever kind of beverage you might want to put. Oh, wait a minute, never mind. You can put whatever kind of beverage you want in there, and the carbonation will stay. So it's like a portable keg. How cool is that? But they're not too bad either. The big 64-ounce one, it was $89. I didn't think that was bad. An old hot soup. It's got a big mouth, so when you drink it, it doesn't hit your nose or anything like you can't get it out. You can get it out perfect. I told the guy they make hard stuff for hard guys. Now, Yeti, if you use that, you better pay me because I know you liked it. But I made that up. SHOT Show 2016. Hard stuff for hard guys. So hopefully you don't use that without sending me a cooler or that 64-ounce baby. All right. We stopped by Radical Firearms. They're another company out of California that makes AR accessories. Actually, no, Radical Firearms is an AR company. They make ARs. They've been around 3 years. They have a budget-friendly AR-15 for $550, right around there. And that thing was nice. It really was. They have 3 tiers of other rifles, just like everybody else. They got a Hunter, they got a 3-gun, and they got a big Mammoth Jamma one. It's got a carbon fiber barrel. Crazy, $2,600 for that one. The Hunter one, a Basics 13, it wasn't a bad looking rifle, and they make all their own parts, so that's kind of neat. It's not Chicom Willie stuff. It's really good stuff. Then we stopped by a little tool maker called Fix It Sticks. You'll see in the picture when I post it up there. It's just little nut drivers, and they actually have torque settings on them, so you don't over torque it. Like when you're trying to put your optics on your AR or any kind of rifle, sometimes you over torque it and you strip out them, and it just ticks you off. This thing actually clicks when you have enough pressure on it, and you can carry it with you. It comes in a bag about this big. You can carry everything you need with you, and I think we're going to start carrying those at the shop. A company called Trinity Force. Roland, he was a great guy. He's the one that makes the AR parts. They've been manufacturing optics for over 20 years. Trinity Force, I've never heard of them, but their stuff was great. They got lifetime warranties, and I'm going to probably try to pick up a couple of their things that were in there. They made a really cool Picatinny rail for a Mossberg 500, 590, Remington 870. Comes over from the side and over the top, and that way you can put your optics on top of your Mossberg. Really nice, really strong how it's in there with the 3 pins. You pull the original pins out, pop this thing in, and pop the pins back in. They give you longer pins, and it looks pretty bulletproof. Really nice parts. I'll be looking into getting into some of those real quick, hopefully. Stop by Glock. New for 2016 is they have the 17 and the 19 MOS now, so you can put your red dots on there. That was really neat. I got to shoot them. You'll see in the video that I got to shoot them. I'm not used to that, though, because my eyes are looking down the front sight. When you have a red dot, it's up higher, so you feel like you're pushing down on it. You're really not. You're just getting at the right angle. It took me 2 mags. The second mag, I ended up blinking steel with it, but I figured it out. They're shipping now. I should be getting some of those soon. I put one in my Glock stocking order because I had to put one MOS in there, so I put a 19 in my Glock stocking order today with Lipsies. So they're on the way. I just don't know when they're going to be here. Swarovski Optics. Man, oh man. They got the X5 rifle scope, long range, 30 millimeter tube. It's really cool because the top turret goes 3 complete revolutions. So it has 116 MOA on that. And when you want to go up that high, usually you got to get a bigger mount. But this, you don't need the bigger mount because that thing will go around 3 times, which is pretty nice for you long-range shooters. I'm digging that, but the price is up there. It has an illumination with a swirl aim is what it's called if you get the one that's illuminated. So if you're on your stand and you got your gun down like this, it shuts the illumination off. And as soon as you pick your gun up to make your shot, it turns it on automatically for you so you're not wasting your battery. That one roughly goes at $3,250. But I got to tell you, it was a sweet, sweet scope. I looked through the glass, and Swarovski optics, they're really good. Kel-Tec. Once again, I was told by the creators of the Kel-Tec. I actually talked to one of their engineers, a really cool dude. They're all Florida guys. They're all good dudes, but they say they're making 800 sub 2Ks a week. I got one this year. In 2015, I got one. And they say they're making 800 a week. I don't know if it's a distributor issue that I'm not buying enough stuff and they don't want to let me in on it. I got hooked up. My boy from Chattanooga Shooting is going to get me some in August, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of those in August. 800 a week, and I only got one. They did say there were 40 to 50,000 in back order. So do the math: 800 a week times 52 weeks, and figure out the math on 50,000 back ordered. It's going to take a while, but sooner or later they're gonna. I'm hoping a lot of those back orders are distributors. That's all I can say. Um, I got to shoot one. I got to shoot the sub 2K, and I was blinking out to 75 yards with that little 9mm in iron sights. Man, that thing's a little accurate, and it wasn't bad. I thought it was a gimmick gun. It's definitely not worth $600, but in the 3.5 area, it's not bad. You know, they did go up 10%. Price increase went up 10%, but they did a lot of quality control issues up there. They listened to the shooters, and they added some different coatings and this and that. So it was a nice little rifle. I would actually own one, but I'll fulfill my orders first from those of you that want one. I wouldn't take one home before I got yours. All right. Then I got to shoot some 40mm grenade launcher thing, a huge round thing that every time you shot it, it turned boom, boom. I was shooting non-lethal rubber balls downrange. Very, very cool. You should have seen the size of this gun range. You think Manatee Outdoor is something? They don't hold a candle to Manatee Outdoor. I feel facility, but this place, wow. If I lived in Nevada, I think I would be there every weekend doing something. I mean, you literally, if you were a member there, you would need a golf cart to make it from one side to the other. I'm not kidding you. I got video of it, like a 180 view, so you can actually see how big that place is and how far. They got a mile range. Easy. Easy, they got a mile range. They got a huge elevated platform where you can shoot from. So, yeah, Boulder City Gun Range. Look that up on the internet. See if you can't find it on Google or Google Earth and actually look at that thing. It's huge. Absolutely huge. I got pictures of it. The line was too long. The new SOCOM 16 from Springfield Armory. That thing is awesome. I don't know how much fun a short-barreled 308 collapsible stock would be, but if you wanted one, it was cool looking. SOCOM M1. It's M1A, short-barreled collapsible stock, little close-quarter battle rifle. Pretty cool. I wanted to shoot it, but the line was too long and my back was hurting, so I kept going. The one I was really disappointed with is the Ruger American pistol. Everybody's talking about it's the second coming of Glock and this, that, and other thing. It's Glock money, but it's not Glock quality. I mean, if you hate Glock, you're going to hate this. Same thing. Only thing it had different is it had different back straps, but you know what? The Gen 4 does too. So the trigger was nasty. The reset was almost all the way back out. It was ridiculous, the reset. Trying to fire off the reset, it was just like shooting it the first time. You had no short reset on it or anything. And at Glock money, it just I'd rather have the Canik at $130 less. So kind of disappointed on that. I did shoot the 2245 light suppressed. You boys that have them, suppressed, yeah, I want one. So I'm going to be hitting my boys up at Quick Draw or Fully Loaded or Gunsmith Gallery and see what I can do on a 22 suppressor, because I must own one of those 2245 lights with a suppressor. I want to do a yard pop. So got to shoot the Ruger Precision rifle in 308. That thing is nice. Everything you read about it is true. Everything you've thought about it is true. 3-pound trigger pull. I'm hitting out to 100 yards, plinking the steel. You'll see in the video. The third shot, the steel was kind of on its side because everybody was hitting it all day and it turned. I hit it. Even though it was on the side, it was a little this. I hit it. It was a great, accurate rifle. And Casa de Young will be getting one of those as soon as we can get them in there. The low bore access on it, the AR-15 feel of it. I just built the 308 AR-10, and if I can get one of those Ruger Precisions, I'd probably sell that AR-10. It is that nice, even though it's not semi-auto. I don't care. That's a hunting rifle. You don't need boom, boom, boom. You just need one boom, and that's pretty much it. and that one will do it. The Ruger Precision Rifle is no joke. I just wish they had the larger caliber one out there, but they didn't. All they had was the 308. So that was it at the range day. We did get around to Glock, like I said, the 19 and the 17 MOS. I basically did not call my rep a liar, but I asked him politely. I said, "So you got anything else you're not telling us about that you're going to release it at the NRA meetings?" And he kind of looked at me funny, and we talked. And he actually said he had a guy last year that called him an effing liar, and he was like defending himself. And the whole time I'm thinking, well, you kind of are, because you did lie to me. You told me there was not a single stack 9 coming out this year, and boom, it came out 4 months later. But I digress. We got all our orders in. I got my Glock stocking dealer order in. I ordered, what else did I order? I get my Gun Tech order in tomorrow. Saw AR 500. Everybody wanted me to go see the Boba Fett ballistic armor. I got to tell you, it wasn't there. It was on the way. It wasn't there yet. So I got to go back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get video and pictures of it so y'all can see it. Very, very cool company, though. You know, I talked to the boys and even the lady at KDH Armor. Very good company. Very good armor. The AR 500 folk were pretty cool, too. So we're going to go back and see them tomorrow when Boba Fett gets there so we can get all the video and pictures for all you Star Wars geeks that love that stuff. What else did we look at? We actually got to go in and see the FN, you know, not in its element. That was nice. Saw a lot of cool stuff today. But yesterday I can't do this video without saying I got to shake hands with Marcus Luttrell. He's walking through the lobby at the Venetian, right? And I got my head on a swivel wherever I go. And Jody's walking ahead of me because I'm old man hobbling on my back. She didn't even notice him. She kind of like walked right by him. And I noticed him and I looked and I went, "Marcus." And he kept walking. I went, "Marcus." And he stopped and he looked at me. I said, "Thank you for your service, sir." And he said, "No problem." And he shook my hand and kept going. I was like a little kid in a candy store, man. My arms were all, I had goosebumps on my arms and stuff like that. So that was a highlight so far. And we also shook hands. I didn't get the man's name. I forgot my stupid notepad today. We shook hands with a Medal of Honor winner. And I don't think he was even there for SHOT. He was just in the, I think he might have been there for another convention or something because it was away from SHOT. It was in the Palazzo Casino. But he was posing with pictures and shaking hands and stuff. So me and Dave, it was a pleasure to shake that man's hand. Well, that's range day and day one. Got to see Alden from Gunsmith Gallery. Bill, where you at, dude? I know you're here. I don't know what's going on. He's doing his own thing, I guess. Hopefully we'll hook up with him. I got my passes for the Glock VIP party, the Glock party, tomorrow night. Going to go kick it with Gunny. And we got the Daniel Defense soiree tomorrow night after the Glock party. Going to go see Big and Rich. So I almost got all the work done in one day. Got a little bit more work to do tomorrow, and then it'll be fun. This on the way out, it'll be smooth sailing. We're coming home Friday afternoon. So look forward to the video tomorrow. God bless. Long live your republic, and keep your powder dry. I'm hitting the Coors Light too much. It's Vegas, baby. It's all good. Peace.